Pretty standard morning. I went on my run. And now I'm gonna get ready because I've got a class to go to. So I finished my workshop and now gonna have lunch. Another first class done. As with the whole of this week being the first week of the new trimester, every class we have is gonna be a first class. I mean, we're now halfway through the week and I really wasn't looking forward to coming back. But now that we're getting into it, kind of adapting to the new normal, because that's what it is, it's a whole lot of change. And now that we're getting into that, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with being back. And that's obviously a really good thing. Got an apple now to finish off the lunch and then gonna start editing. So far the classes I've had this week have been film and theatre, and those are both subjects that I took last trimester, but just different papers. But now I've got my first marketing paper, which is a completely new subject that I've never taken before in university. A few days before the start of the trimester, they actually changed my classes, so they're now going to be online, which is a bit annoying, but at least it means I can do the lectures from the comfort of my room. I've got my first one in about 10 minutes. Class finished up 15 minutes early. It was very introductory, there wasn't actually any learning, but I think I should enjoy this course. Only time will tell, I guess. Change is a very interesting thing. It's something I've never really been super comfortable with, and I've always kind of shied away from. But this year I've experienced a lot of change. Started university, so that's a big change. Whole new schooling environment. I've moved cities, that's a big change. I'm now living alone versus living with my parents for the last 18 years. I've got a new part-time job, had to learn a bunch of stuff for that, that's a big change. I'm training for a marathon. I've never had like a structured exercise routine with such a clear, definitive goal in mind. I've tried a whole bunch of different lifestyle routines, most notably getting up at 5 AM every day, and lots of other little stuff that's kind of come as a side effect of all those other big things. And despite me not really liking change and fearing it to a certain extent, it's definitely a good thing to a degree. If there was no change, I feel like I'd never grow and never develop, never get better. So change is good for that. But at the same time, I do still fear change quite a bit, and that's something I guess I want to work on, kind of being more open to change and being able to handle change better, and also knowing when it's too much change. I feel like since I've shied away from so much change in my life, I don't really have a grasp of what's good change and what's bad change. But it's all learning experiences, and I feel like that's what this year is, and this time of my life is. It's all about learning as much as I can through as many different forms as I can, and everything I've done this year is definitely helping with that. A bit of a long talk about one subject in particular, which isn't really typical for these videos, but I just like the idea of having kind of my thoughts on record as well as like my actions and what I'm doing each day, which is more what these videos usually are. But yeah, I've just finished editing yesterday's video. Now I'm gonna brush my teeth, do some stretching, and then go to bed. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.